I welcome my select viewers to my 103rd video of my YouTube channel Writer Sandhanam Speaks. Today I am going to speak in English about one of the most famous sages the world has ever seen in 20th century. His name is Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. He was born according to the English calendar on 30th December today in 1879. But some people celebrate it, his birthday, that is birth anniversary, Ramana Jayanti, according to the Tamil calendar, and according to the birth star he was born under. It is called Punarbhusam. But anyway, wisdom has no time or place. Even Ramana Maharishi once made a statement, made a reply to a questioner, are you born? So the birth and death is only related to the body. The Jivan Muktas like Ramana Maharishi were living. They were living the immortality. According to Ramana, it is the self, capital S. According to the Upanishadic teachings, it is consciousness with a capital C. And according to another sage, U.G. Krishnamurti, it is the life force with a capital L. So, the death and birth is only for the body. That is what all the sages have been teaching through their wisdom. Ramana Maharishi was born in a remote village called Trichuli of Tamil Nadu. He came to Tiruvannamalai in his 17th year and later on he was called Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi. I had already put out a few videos on him in both in Tamil and English because I am a lover of Ramana Maharishi. He adopted this Tiruvannamalai as his native place and lived till he breathed his last in 1950. He went on speaking for half a century. In fact, he was a school dropout, as everybody knows. But how he became a multilinguistic, it's a mystery. He had interacted with the Pandits who visited him in the Tiruvannamalai, as well as he went through a lot of spiritual books brought by his disciples like Palaniswami. And he made a very revealing statement that whenever I went through these books and the words of wisdom I found in them tallied with my experience. So it is an indirect admission, not only for Ramana but for everybody. One doesn't become a sage by reading a book. They are only accessories. They are only aids, first step. Otherwise you need luck or God's grace to become a sage. It happens, as U.G. used to tell, another sage whom I personally know, it happens 1 in a billion. So Ramana Maharishi was a 1 in a billion. And very strangely, though he is a dropout as I mentioned, he went on writing poems, divine poems, went on translating his poems into other languages. So it is definitely a mystery. It's a God's grace that a so-called dropout had become a great learned man, loved by the world learned scholars like Ganapati Muni, like Murugana. I have also got many books, not only written by Ramana Maharishi, but also by others who listen to Ramana Maharishi's conversation. One Mr. Mungala Venkatramaya has compiled the conversation that took place between the questioner and Maharishi in book form. It is called The Talks. It was recorded for 5 years, for 35 to 37, I think, for a few years, only 5 years, 35 to 39. And my topic today is also a talk on the talks by Sri Ramana Maharishi. I am reading out from the book, right from the foreword and introduction. The foreword, this book, by the way, has been, as usual, released by Sri Ramana Ashramam, for which I am grateful because I got all the books from Ramana Ashramam. And it's a storehouse of wisdom. The foreword is written by one T.M.P. Mahadevan, a famous philosopher who lived also amidst us till recently. He says, Ramana Maharishi's words were primarily addressed to the particular aspirant. Ramana replied to the questioner. He never sat on a platform like any platform orator and gave talks. He only conversed, dispelled the doubts of the questioner. That is how the Upanishad Rishis also acted under the banyan tree. Also says, this foreword says, it is not his business to satisfy the ideal curiosity of the questioner or confirm him in his delusions. All our questions are from our standpoint, and Sri Bhagavan's replies are from his standpoint. Naturally, our point of wisdom emanates from ignorance. Their point of wisdom emanates from wisdom. And one Mr. Major A.W. Chadwick, a foreigner who remained in Arunachalam, Tiruvannamalai, and was part of the Ramana Maharishi's conversation groups. And he has also given an introduction to this book. A few extracts from this. Ramana Maharishi had a command of his subject that he was never at a loss for a word in whichever language he might happen to be speaking. Ramana Maharishi's method is well known. It is self-inquiry. His signature tune is, who am I? That is the key to realization. One has to ask, who am I? Ramana Maharishi was a true artist, often acting the part of the story he was telling, the better to drive home his point. Now coming to the talks of Ramana Maharishi. In deep sleep, man is devoid of possessions, including his own body. Instead of being unhappy, he is quite happy. Happiness doesn't emanate from outside sources like possession. When a man sleeps, he sleeps without possession. So, the highest happiness one derives only during the sleep, whether you own a property or not. It has nothing to do with that. Mr. M. Friedman, an engineer, remarked on the subject of grace. A salt dole diving into the sea will not be protected by a waterproof coat. It is a statement by Ramana Maharishi. This author says, it was a very happy simile and was applauded as such. Maharishi added, the body is a waterproof coat. The simile also I read it from Sri Ramana Maharishi, Ramakrishna, Bhagavan Ramakrishna. In another place, Ramana Maharishi says, a child and a sage are similar in a way. There is a corresponding Tamil poem. Palarodu Peyer Pittar Panmayudan Nirpagavi Seelamuge Jnaniyardam Seihi Paraparame. It is from Thaimanava, whom also Ramana is fond of quoting. The sage looks like a madman, a child, and a ghost. The questioner asks, can destiny ever come to an end? Bhagavan's reply is, the karmas carry the seeds of their own destruction in themselves. Don't worry. Once you get realized, karmas gets destroyed. Again, what are the aids for realization? The question answered by Ramana Maharishi is the teachings of the scriptures and of realized souls. All these are only secondary aids, whereas essential is the master's grace, which was obtained by Ramana Maharishi before he left for Tiruvannamalai. That is, in Madurai he got this master's grace. So nothing to do with your sadhana, nothing to do with your reading the book, which is also confirmed by Mr. U.G. Krishnamurti, another sage whom I personally know. Does my realization help others? Question. Ramana Maharishi's answer. Yes, certainly. It is the best help possible. But there are no others to be helped. For a sage, there are no two. Mr. Y.W. Evans Wentz, an English research scholar of Oxford, raises a question. To whom is this illusion? Find it out. For that question of Mr. Evans Wentz, Ramana Maharishi answers, to whom is illusion? Find that out. In fact, everyone is a killer of the self. We ignorant people kill the self with a capital S. Ramana Maharishi always referred to this final truth as self with a capital S. Upanishadic says it as consciousness. U.G. Krishnamurti says it's a life force with a capital L. Another statement by Maharishi. Time is only an idea. There is no time. Also date. That is why people celebrate Sri Ramana Maharishi's birth anniversary according to the various calendars. On Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is living in Brahman. It has no connection with celibacy as commonly understood. So as I mentioned earlier about birth and death, do not one's actions affect the person in after birth? Maharishi's answer, are you born now? So birth is only related to the body. The Guru is a shoot of the Dakshinamurti. Naturally, Ramana Maharishi is a shoot of the Dakshinamurti, who imparted wisdom to everybody. Very interesting question on Maya. Is not Maya an illusion? Question. Yes, Ramana Maharishi. Maya is used to signify the manifestations of reality. Thus, Maya is only a reality. Very strange reply. If there is a truth, there is a falsehood. If there is sweetness, there is bitterness. In Tamil poem also, yes, a statement occurs. Vittukkedu poikku ஆகாது என இங்கு என்னை வைத்தாய். To maintain Maya or untruth, you have kept me living. This poet Manikavasagar laments. He also refers to Buddha, Ramana Maharishi. Buddha's teachings, he says, yes, such is called Raja Yoga by the Hindus. He compares Buddha's teachings to Raja Yoga of the Hindus. I like Ramana for one thing. He never says, I belong to any particular school, because wisdom transcends language, place, religion. He is a lover of Bible also. He often uses the sentence from Bible, I am that I am, be still and know that I am God. About silence. Silence is unceasing eloquence. That is what Dakshinamurti taught, silence. I am taking out only the extract from the month of January only, because it's a very bulky book. I can't read it out within the stipulated time. As I mentioned, Sri Ramana Maharishi is a prolific poet. Many other people don't know. His poems are divine, not like any other poet. Even Shakespeare has written poems, but they are speaking from their point of view. But Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi spoke from the point of wisdom. So every letter has to be, every poem has to be enjoyed. In one of his poems in Upadesha Undiyar, Ramana Maharishi writes, Arivariyamai atra arive arivagum unmai edu undi bara. Arivadarkondille undi bara. Translation. That is true knowledge which transcends both knowledge and ignorance. For in pure knowledge there is no object to be known. I will go one step further. In pure knowledge there is no religion, which was practiced by Ramana Maharishi. When I hold this book, talks by Ramana Maharishi, and peruse the content, I feel Bhagavan Ramana Maharishi is within the touching distance, though he spoke long time ago to the audience. That intimacy is always there. One could feel this intimacy of wisdom from Ramana Maharishi whenever he goes through the statements from various books. Fortunately, Sri Ramana Ashramam has given this gift of books like this, talks by Mungala Venkatramaya. I thank the Ashramam and also thank the viewers. Thank you.